I live here in Southern California in a beautiful city called Costa Mesa. Today we are at Fairview Park. This is where we do a lot of our urban mushing. It's right now our temperature is maybe about, I think it's about 48 degrees Fahrenheit. But anyways, yeah, we're here. I got started. I'm part of a group. I started a group called Southern California Working Snow Dogs. And what we do is a sport called urban mushing. And urban mushing is basically having your dog run and pull in front of you on a rig. And the rig could either be a scooter, a bike, or even a skateboard. Or sometimes we also use carts. So if you have only one or two dogs can easily pull you on a scooter or on a bike. Now if you have more than that, it would be a bigger rig such as a cart. This is my dog Obi. He's a loudmouth. Yeah, he's a Siberian Husky. In fact, he just turned 7, right, Obi? Last week. And I've got 3 other dogs in here. They'll be coming out shortly. They're all Huskies. A couple of them are actually rescues. Yeah. And you know, you were asking how I got started on urban mushing. Actually, I started doing it about 7 or 8 years ago when I first adopted Nico. He's gonna come out shortly. I adopted Nico. He was 6 months old from a family that had all these big plans for him, but then they soon realized that it was just too much to handle, as is typical of high energy dogs such as Siberian Huskies. So I adopted him. I remember when I first came to pick him up, all he would do is jump up and bite me, jump up and bite me. He was just a total spaz. But then I took him out hiking, I took him out running, we did different kinds of activities, and he definitely settled down. But then I knew something was still missing. He really loved to run, and I just couldn't keep up with him. And that's when I found out about dog scootering. So when Nico was about 8 months old, I invested in a scooter. I bought a harness. Actually, I had a harness from a long time ago from one of my other Huskies. I dabbled in dog sledding, but I never knew what I was doing. So I put the harness on Nico, attached him to the scooter, and away we went. And he just had so much fun doing it. I mean, it's just unbridled joy, you know. So that's how I got started with it, and that was 8 years ago now, because Nico's going to be 9. No, Nico is 9 years old. So, and
now you're addicted.
Yeah, and the group has just gotten bigger and bigger. I used to come out here. This is a lovely park, Fairview Park. There's lots of trails. We usually go anywhere from 6 to 8 miles. We go all the way down to the beach. And it used to be that I would be the only one coming here. And I used to dream of the day when, wouldn't it be great if I could have like 5 other people come run their dogs with me. So I just started posting on the internet, asking people to come, and I'll show them how to do this. I'll show them equipment. And before you know it, it got bigger and bigger. And now our group has over 1,000 members. But they're spread out all over the U.S. and we're not a formal group at all. So, you know, we regularly meet at the park here, but we also have other smaller groups that are part of our bigger group that meet up in San Diego, out in the desert, out in the valley. So, and every year we try to do a fun race, you know, just some friendly competition. But it's really a lot of fun for the dogs. And the great thing about this is a lot of the people who come here also have dogs that they rescued from the pound, and they're trying to find a good way to exercise them, because a lot of times the reason dogs end up in the pound is because of behavioral problems. And why do they have behavioral problems? It's because they don't get enough exercise. So this is one way by which you can exercise them. And so a lot of people come here who may have rescued a dog or adopted a dog. They try this out, and sooner or later they find out that, hey, this is great for the dogs, and I'm having fun as well. And some of them end up getting more dogs from the shelter, which is great. So that's why this is very gratifying and satisfying at the same time.